The Montana wind rolled over dry hills as Jacob Hartley drove his beat-up Chevy through the outskirts of Dry Ridge. He didn't plan to stop not until he saw a cluster of people standing around a rusted trailer and a makeshift sign. Everything must go curious. He parked. The crowd was mostly local drifters, half interested in scrap tools or rusty tires. But then Jacob heard a man shout, "Ain't worth feeding her no more. She don't talk, don't clean, just stares." Jacob turned. There, trembling in the shadow of a busted pickup, stood a skinny teenage girl. Her clothes were too big, her arms covered in fading bruises. She stared straight ahead, lips shut tight, silent as death. Her father, slurring, waved a bottle with one hand and gestured at her with the other. Asterisk, take her. I'll take cash, a truck tire, even a full pack of smotes. Asterisk, some chuckled. Others turned away. No one stepped forward. Except Jacob. He walked slowly to the drunk man, pulled $300 from his wallet and placed it in his palm without a word. Then he turned to the girl. Asterisk, she didn't resist. She simply followed. Barefoot, dust swirling around her. Asterisk, Jacob's ranch stretched across hundreds of acres cattle fences, hay barns, and the scent of earth in every breath. It was quiet, just the way he liked it. Asterisk, he led the girl to a small, sun-warmed guest house with clean sheets and running water. Asterisk, you stay here. You're safe, he said. Still, she said nothing. Not during dinner. Not when he brought her new clothes. Not when she flinched at loud sounds or ran to a corner whenever he approached too fast. Asterisk, he started calling her Lena, after the wildflowers growing near the pasture. She didn't object. Asterisk, he began leaving books on her porch. He saw the pages. Turned later, he left fresh fruit. It was always eaten. Her silence wasn't defiance, it was a wound. Asterisk, Jacob kept his distance. But he noticed Lena watching him, especially when he fed the horses or fixed a broken fence. She followed quietly, like a ghost that didn't want to haunt but couldn't leave. Asterisk, one day, she knelt beside a mare in labor. Jacob didn't stop her. He watched as she calmly stroked the horse's neck, her presence somehow soothing. Asterisk, after that, he started leaving her little jobs feeding chickens, brushing the horses. She never spoke, but the ranch came alive. Then, one stormy night, everything changed. Asterisk, lightning cracked across the sky. Jacob, worried about a pregnant mare, rushed to the barn. Asterisk, there, he found Lena curled around a terrified newborn foal, humming softly, arms shaking, but her voice steady. Asterisk, I'm here. Mama's here. Jacob froze. She was speaking. Asterisk, her voice, cracked and raspy, was soft but it was there. He didn't interrupt. When she noticed him, her eyes filled with tears. She backed into a corner, trembling like a wild thing expecting punishment. But Jacob just knelt. Thank you for helping him, he said. Asterisk, for the first time, Lena nodded. Asterisk, opening up. Asterisk, after that night, Lena slowly began using her voice, to the animals, then to Jacob. Asterisk, she asked about the horses' names, about the stars in the sky, about the meaning of his silence. Asterisk, Jacob told her he had once been married, that his wife died in childbirth, that the ranch had been too quiet ever since. Asterisk, Lena didn't offer her past, but Jacob knew, her bruises said enough. Asterisk, he didn't need her to explain. He just kept showing her what kindness looked like. Asterisk, Jacob arranged for a therapist from town to visit once a week. At first, Lena wouldn't sit in the room. Then one day, she stayed through the whole session. Asterisk, at 16, Lena enrolled in a small homeschool program. She was behind in reading, but she worked relentlessly. Asterisk, she read aloud to the foal at night, now grown and healthy. She named him River, because he listened. One morning, she cooked breakfast. I used to cook for my mom. Before she left, she whispered. Asterisk, Jacob didn't press. He just said, you're welcome to cook here anytime. Asterisk, 6 months passed. Then a sheriff's truck pulled into the ranch. Asterisk, inside was Lena's father, eyes bloodshot, demanding his property back. Asterisk, she was sold illegally. He barked, I'll press charges unless you pay me double. Asterisk, Jacob stepped forward. You sold your daughter like a broken tool. She's not yours. Asterisk, the sheriff didn't argue. He'd seen too much already. Lena stood behind Jacob, eyes fierce. Sheriff turned to her father. You leave this ranch again, and we won't talk about charges, we'll talk about prison. Asterisk, the man cursed, spat, and drove off. That was the last time anyone saw him. Asterisk, years passed. Asterisk, Lena graduated high school with honors. She volunteered with trauma survivors. She began giving talks, small ones, in local libraries, about hope and healing. Asterisk, one evening, after feeding the horses, she sat on the porch with Jacob. Asterisk, I want to stay, she said, not because I need a place to live, because I want to help it grow, like I did. Asterisk, Jacob, eyes misty, smiled. It's always been your home. I just didn't know it yet. Asterisk, asterisk, some people rescue animals. Others rescue land. But the rarest souls rescue broken hearts and expect nothing in return. Lena wasn't mute. She was just waiting for a safe place to be heard. Asterisk, and the quiet rancher. He didn't buy a girl. He earned a daughter.